All right. Hey there, folks. This is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to another gorgeous day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. What the heck does a farmer need a Ford Raptor for? Man, has it got you scratching your head or what? This is your first time to the channel, guys. Please pound the like button, consider subscribing. This is a 150-acre first-generation farm project, and I just picked up a nice pickup truck. I needed a nice pickup truck. So today we're going to go around, we're going to talk to you about this Ford Raptor, and we're going to give you a little bit of food for thought on your truck purchase. So if you decide you want a Raptor or a Chevy Silverado 1500 or a F-150, just a standard F-150, or a Dodge 1500, this is a great video for you guys. We're going to talk about fuel economy, comfort, and just buyer's remorse, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about the value of the Raptor versus going out and buying a standard pickup truck and why I bought the Raptor instead of a standard pickup truck. All right, let's have some fun. How many of you are scratching your head? Why the heck does a farmer need a Ford Raptor? Well, let's just talk about pickup trucks, and let's talk about the trucks that I have on the farm here now. So I've got this old Toyota pickup truck. It's a beater. I've got an 88 Toyota pickup truck. 88, 87, something like that. The older style Toyota pickup truck. I've got two Dodge Ram 2500s. One's a 1999 and one's a 2000. Now, do you wonder why I bought this truck? I needed something good, something nice, and something reliable to take on long trips. Taking a 20-year-old truck on a really long trip, like I've been doing, driving to Indiana, I drove to Pennsylvania in this thing last week, those trips get your nerves up a little bit when you're driving a 20-year-old truck. Now, you can't kill that Cummins. I know you can't kill that Cummins. That's an awesome, awesome truck. However, this right here has many, many pluses. So if you're looking for a new pickup truck or a used pickup truck, I say consider the Raptor for sure. Seek out a Raptor just like this. And I bought this from my uncle. He's an adult. He's 62 years old. I know for a fact this vehicle has never been out in a mud hole. It's never been jumped. It's never been really beat on. Now, maybe he drove it fast, that's okay, but it's never been beat on. He's always done all the maintenance. I got all the maintenance records for it. Everything that's ever been done to this truck, I know exactly what it is. So, when it comes to buying a used pickup truck, you can depreciate your truck in an instant. In other words, you go buy this truck right here, brand new, just about the same truck. Now, they did come out with a new body style. I believe it's this year that they came out with the new body style. The grill's a little bit different. It just sits a little different. They come with 37-inch tires, optional. It's like a $10,000 upgrade for a 2-inch bigger tire. It doesn't make any sense to me. I say seek out a nice, well-used pickup truck. Now, I looked at 2017 F-150s, F-150 Platinum, F-150 XLT, all the different varieties of F-150s, and I was pretty much set on getting an EcoBoost F-150. Everybody, EcoBoost V6. I'm telling you, you won't think it's a V6 when you get it in and drive it. It is a screamer. It's an absolute screamer. Very, very impressed. Nice truck, comfortable truck, safe truck, and that's what it's all about. Safety, safety, safety. So a lot of these Raptors have been beat on. And what you need to do, you gotta pop the hood, you gotta look for mud, you gotta look for signs and symptoms of this truck being beat on. You need to go to the dealership where it's been serviced and check and see what kind of work it's had done to it. Most any of these vehicles have an awesome service record. With computers and modern age stuff, you'll know if the guy ragged on it. If it's had wheel bearings replaced, if the shocks are all busted and beat up, you'll know it. Now, let's walk around the truck and talk about some of the styling features that I really like about the Raptor. It's about 6 inches wider than a standard F-150, and a standard F-150 is a little bit of a skinny truck, kind of a narrow truck. This thing, it just looks like a beast. It's just a beautiful, beautiful ride. So let's walk around it and go front to back, head to toe, inside, outside, and talk about buying a used Raptor. Seek out a Raptor because if you buy one like this 2017, I paid, we'll just say I paid around the $50,000 mark for this truck. That's a big, big pill to swallow. However, in 10 years, this truck will have only lost maybe $5,000 to $10,000 off of what I paid for it. So in other words, the big hit in depreciation has already happened. I bought a nice truck, a reliable truck, and a truck that is built to have the snot beat out of it, and it hasn't had the snot beat out of it. So it's gonna last me. Let's go inside, take a look, and I'll also show you the cool Ford app. Well, I'll just show you that right now. So Ford has an app, it's called Ford Pass. It's loading up right here. There's my Raptor, hit the button. Anywhere on the planet, we're not in a Wi-Fi area right now. Anywhere on the planet, it is getting ready to start. Isn't that cool? The door's locked and it started right up. I wanna turn it off. It'll run for about 15 minutes, I think, and you can extend that time if it's cold outside. Now, if I wanna turn it off, it's gonna give me a little button. I can hit stop right there. Hold the stop button down. From anywhere on the planet, guys, you can do this from anywhere on the planet. It's gonna shut down, okay? Does it sound like a mean growling V8, like the 6.2 liter V8 of the past Raptor? No, it doesn't sound like that. It does not sound like a big, mean, growling V8, but once you get in this thing and drive it, it's not about the sound, it's about the comfort, and it's about the ride. This thing is awesome. Let's walk around it. So we're talking about buying a used Raptor. You're looking at a Raptor, you think, man, this truck sure is a good-looking truck, sure is a sexy truck. Man, what fun. How awesome is this thing gonna be to drive? Super fast, lots of cool features. One feature is really awesome that I like. You can actually open the tailgate from the key fob, or I think, oh, she's locked up. So we got a keypad right over here. We can unlock the vehicle and you can lock the vehicle. You hit these two buttons and that locks, you'll hear it. And then you guys don't get to see my code. There we go. We are unlocked, okay? Doors open, very nice. If you got the key fob in your pocket, you can just hit this button right here and it will unlock. All right, so your tailgate is assisted. As it comes down, does just like that. When you lock the doors, it locks the tailgate. Some upgrades that I'm planning on doing are putting a tonneau cover on here so that I can totally secure the back of the truck. Now you've got some LED lights back in here in your cargo bed area. We'll raise the tailgate back up. Cameras, sensors, cameras, sensors everywhere. There's cameras and sensors. The exhaust is big and mean and throaty. I've got a big hand. That thing, my fist fits in that exhaust. It's a dual exhaust, awesome machine. Let's go around here. We've got sensors, radar sensors right here. There's also sensors in the mirror area, so it lights up right here in the mirror when there's a car right beside you. This thing's a little dirty, man. I just drove it from North Carolina to Pennsylvania. My first 100 miles was driving on a road trip, a serious road trip. Let's talk about things you want to look for in a Raptor that might be signs and symptoms that this thing was absolutely abused. Paint chips. No chips. You see this, there are no chips in the paint at all. One of the most common areas for the paint to be chipped would be the mirror, and right here where this little kick out is right here, they like to get chipped up right there. Never take this off. This awesome footstep says Raptor on there. I do believe that's aluminum. That saves your fender right here, which sticks out pretty fat. It saves it from getting chipped. Not a rock chip anywhere on this thing. Inspect the wheels for rash, for road rash, for rock rash. Has this thing been beat to death? Has it been off-road? Look at the tires. Are the tires all ate up, or does it look like it's been driven on the highway? Especially the rear tires. A lot of times these rear tires will look all chewed up. I shopped a lot for this Raptor, guys. I've been looking for about a year. Most of them that you look at will have chewed up rear tires, which means this thing has been abused. It's been ridden, it's been roughhoused, and it's been tore up off-road. This one looks good, not a dent, not a door ding, nothing. I know all the maintenance history on it. Now, next thing you need to know, they make a crew cab and then a super crew. This is the super crew. In other words, it's got the 4 doors. The crew cab just has, I think it's called the crew cab, it just has a rear door right here, but it's not as big as this, and it doesn't hold its value as well. So people are using this as a modern day grocery getter. We open the door here, we see very minimal wear. This is where I got in and out with a little dirt. It's a truck, it's supposed to have some dirt. A few upgrades that have been done to this thing. We've got WeatherTech floor mats in here. Pretty awesome little Ford performance. Power passenger seat, heated and cooled seats. Got this awesome little embroidery of the Raptor emblem right there. Nothing super special. Let's step up in here. You do have mood lighting, I guess is what you call it. I forget what Ford calls it, but there's lighting up underneath here. There's also lighting in the cup holders right here, and you can actually change the color of that lighting. This is blue. You can change the color on a 2017 model. Okay, looking at the condition of the shifter, everything looks good. Not a lot of chewed up bubble gum or anything. This vehicle has not been detailed. It's just in absolutely awesome shape. There is one telltale thing on the steering wheel, and we'll get over there and take a look at that in a minute. We've got a 12 volt and a regular outlet, 110 400 watt max. This thing is loaded up with all sorts of cool outlets. If you look up here in the header panel, there is switches, auxiliary switches. We'll go ahead and turn everything on so you can see them. These are auxiliary switches built in from the factory. Just under the hood, right about there, is a spot where you can hook up. And you guys will see me doing some upgrades to this in future videos because we want to get some awesome LED fog lights for this critter. Look how it looks as it sits at this stance. This thing is awesome. The reason it has the 3 lights in here is because it's rated commercial width. In other words, that's required, those 3 lights in the grille, okay? And also these side marker lights right here. Now there's side marker lights on the front and the rear. Let's look back here in the back. Very nice, extremely roomy. Seats flip up. You've got storage up underneath here. You can buy external storage boxes. So there's a storage box there. You can buy an external storage box. Look at that. Look at how much room you've got right here. Okay, we'll flip this down, get in here and sit down. I've got boots on. I'm 6'5". I've got plenty of room to stretch out, man. The seats are all the way back. You do not have dual zone climate control in the rear, but you do have another 110 outlet and a charging port right here, 2 USB charging ports, and a cigarette charging port right there. Hand gel, necessity nowadays, for sure. Awesome. These are also ratcheting. Check it out, the headrest. Very cool, very nice. This one is equipped with a panoramic sunroof, okay? Panoramic sunroof is really awesome. I actually bought an older Mustang convertible, and I'm gonna sell it because this is as close as you can get to a convertible pickup truck. Really awesome. Some of the cool little features, you've got a sensor camera right here in the front. Also this awesome little functional air outlet, and then there's another functional air outlet on each side right here to help keep the engine cool. I told you guys it's getting dark, so let's go ahead and hop in here. You can, again, you can just leave your key in. You can just punch in your code to get in there. So you can tuck your key away inside your Raptor and never have to worry about fussing with that key. Inside here you see the red light. It illuminates red when you open the door. That's so approaching vehicles can see the red light illuminated, okay? We've got 3 settings right here to save your seat settings. And as I get in the vehicle, you'll see right here, this thing actually moves you forward, moves you around in your seat. Okay, so I'm sliding back right now, and then the steering wheel retracts. Isn't that cool? Very cool. Let's go ahead and start it up. I want to show you guys one of the wear items that's typical on a Raptor. Not a deal breaker, and you can actually buy a new one. Here's the deal breaker. I would say not a deal breaker, but here's one of the wear items. This little red stripe right here, and the quality of fit and finish of the steering wheel is just not up to par. You can see right here, we've got some scratches and stuff where rings may have damaged the finish right here. I'm going to replace the steering wheel in a future video with a really nice steering wheel. So you see it says driver door ajar. So many different settings you can do here. The vehicle is on. Right over here to the side, we've got lighting. So you hit this button right here and a light lights up outside on the mirror so you can see the ground. So if you're parking near a mud hole, you don't have to worry about stepping in it. Really cool. Okay, we set our lights to automatic right here. You can set them to daytime running light. You can turn them all the way off. I like the automatic setting. This is your dimmer for your interior lighting. Very cool. And this illuminates everything outside. So there's a button in here, right there, folds our mirrors in because this truck is extra wide. So if you're parallel parked, it's a good thing to have. And look at your steering wheel. You've got all sorts of cool options. The radio, it's okay. It's nothing super special. The neat thing is I can connect to my iPhone right there. Right there's Josh's iPhone. So dual zone climate control, heated and cooled seats right here, which is super, super awesome. That's trailer backup assist. You're backing up, you can just turn this left or right and that'll turn your trailer. Four-wheel drive, you can turn this to turn on and off your four-wheel drive, or you can go into your settings right here. So let's go into the dash and take a look. So on your steering wheel, you've got all sorts of selectors. You can select all sorts of different menus up here. That's that button there. Your cruise control, everything is right over here on the left side. Telephone controls are good here. This is your mode, okay? This will mute everything. This is the mode of steering. So you can go into 3 different modes: comfort, normal, and sport. Really, really cool. This is your mode for 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, all sorts of stuff, and we're going to show you that too. So this is your volume, all your just standard controls that you'd expect on any vehicle aside from paddle shifters, okay? This thing has the 10-speed automatic transmission. When we put it in gear, I think that'll light up. Yep, right there. Let's get a close-up of everything inside here. All right, so there is your gear shifter. If you pull the right-hand paddle shifter, and you're tired of looking at that, if you pull this, it will make that disappear. If you put it in manual, so pull back, it's in drive, now it's in manual, you got a push button right here that you can change gears with, or you can use your paddle shifters right here. That's really cool, kind of sports car-y for sure. Let's get in here and show you some of the cool stuff. So like I said, guys, I have been driving this. I probably put 700 miles on it already. And let's go in, because a big concern a lot of people have is the fuel economy of this vehicle. So fuel economy right there, 17 miles to the gallon. That's around town. That's highway miles to the gallon. I got about 17 and a half. You got a turbo boost gauge. Let's see if we can make that thing go up. I don't know if it will if it's not in gear. How many miles you can drive to empty. It's got a huge fuel tank. I believe it's 32 gallons. Very awesome. Let's talk about our modes, our driving modes. So currently we are in normal. We can go from normal to sport to bad weather, which we needed the other day, mud and sand. Now it's shifting into 4-wheel drive. Baja mode and rock crawl mode for low. Got to put it in neutral for that. Let's go back out here. Now when we engage everything right here, all we have to do, let's go ahead and put it in neutral so we go into 4 low. There we go, maybe. Are we in drive? Yep, we're in drive. There we go. Now it should click over into 4 low. Now we're in rock crawl mode. We don't need to be in rock crawl mode, so we're gonna go on back to normal. We'll let it get out of 4 low, put her in park, and check out a few more of the cool features. So 0 to 60 time in this thing is somewhere around the 5-second mark. We're looking at right around 450 horsepower, 510 foot-pounds of torque. It's a beast. It's an absolute beast. All sorts of menus you can scroll through, check your tire pressure, just all sorts of awesome stuff. Tow status, and there's a tow haul button down on your gear shifter also. Just so much that you can do with this Raptor. I'm gonna turn it off. Now you can see my seat is retracting and the steering wheel is going back out of position so you can get out of the truck. Very nice. I've got big old boots on. I wear a size 14 shoe. Plenty of room in this floorboard for this truck, man. So most of your Raptor review videos are gonna take you for a drive. There's plenty of those videos out there that take you for a drive in the Raptor. I didn't buy it for a race car. I bought it because I know this vehicle has reached just about its maximum depreciation. So I paid just about what I could sell it for. I could probably sell it today and make $5,000 to $10,000. I'll probably be able to drive this Raptor for the next 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 years and not take that huge hit of depreciation like a regular pickup truck. So recently I sold my Dodge Ram 1500 and it had about the same numbers of horsepower, but this thing is a screamer. It's just absolutely way faster. That 10-speed transmission is an absolute screamer. So this will probably never be worth less than $30,000 or $35,000. When it comes to buying a standard F-150, once it gets about 150,000 miles on it, you're looking at a $10,000 truck versus a $30,000 truck. So it's a smart move to buy a Raptor. That's why I bought this. I needed reliability, I needed a nice truck, I needed something I could take on road trips that's not gonna leave me stranded, I needed decent fuel economy, and I will say for a truck this size, 17.5 miles per gallon is pretty darn good. It's just about as good as a 6-cylinder Toyota Tacoma, and that thing will pick up and spit out a Toyota Tacoma right out the tailpipe. I mean, and I like Toyotas. I'm a Toyota guy too, but what a great truck, man. So if you guys are considering buying a Raptor, I hope you enjoyed this little walk around. Again, if you're looking for an abused truck, look under the hood, look for signs and symptoms of mud. A lot of these vehicles will be detailed, but reach up under stuff, crawl up underneath there. This is the all aluminum body, but it does have a steel frame. This frame, I believe, is dedicated to the Raptor. So go up underneath, take a look at things, make sure it's been in for any recalls that it might have, and see if you can get service records. Pretty much common sense stuff for buying any pickup truck, except for this one will hold its value better. It's taken all the depreciation, and now I can enjoy it for years and still make out like a bandit. Cool? Well guys, thanks a lot for joining me here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. It's getting dark. I hope you enjoyed this walk around the Raptor. That's why I bought it. I needed a nicer vehicle. I have 11 trucks. 4 of them are going on the chopping block because this is going to be now my daily driver. Cool? Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Please pound that like button, jump in, subscribe to the channel. Lots more going on. The mega shop is going up right over here. So we're putting up an awesome shop. We got trees on the ground, got the wood chipper on the tractor. Let's just show you some of this before we go. This is our big international dump truck. Got the Massey Ferguson 240. Got a bunch of trees down right here. Got the wood chipper hooked up. It's all about regenerative farming here. All kinds of fun, equipment, tools, toys, trucks, and all kinds of good stuff. See you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm, guys. Take care. Woo!
Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
Raptor. Rawr. Rev up your engines. Seeing Let's try it again. Let's try that one more time. Let's lose the gloves. Shut up, truck. I know why, because it's just a big piece of crap. Scotty Kilmer impression.